Good evening. How's everybody doing out here this great evening? I am residing in Atlanta, Georgia, and I would love for everyone that is listening, tuning in live, listening right now, or if you're listening to the replay, to really just let me know where you're calling from, what state, what city or state are you in, either or. Let me know how long you've been listening to my podcast. If you're a newbie or if you've been following me since I've started, I'd really be interested in knowing that. So this evening, I would love to bring to you, which I am doing a makeup live audio for Sunday, December the 9th, 2018. And I'd like to thank you and welcome you to my Aisha Speaks Jade podcast platform. Of course, I am Aisha, also known as Jade, which is my nickname. And I'm just really being appreciative as we are entering soon to be 2019 year. I really just want to just continue striving and thriving. And I hope that you guys are too. So this evening, what I would like to briefly bring to you, if you've ever been interested in wanting to write a business book, or even just write a book and you're a new and upcoming author. I've thought about doing it. My brain goes back and forth. It's in my head, but trying to get it out to actually write my own book, I've been really struggling with that. But for those of you who are really there that you want to write a business book, or again, just a regular book, maybe these tips can be useful for writing a personal book. But with that being said, this is about 5 critical tips for vetting, VETTING, 5 critical tips for vetting business book ghostwriters. 5 critical tips for vetting business book ghostwriters. So it's about searching for the ideal writer to craft your unique business success story. So we're going to start right here. We're just going to jump right into it. So again, here are 5 tips for vetting ghostwriters so you can find the ideal writer to craft your unique story. So the first would be review your ghostwriter's experience. So although it's not uncommon for ghostwriting companies to claim their work with past clients is protected by non-disclosure agreements, you should be able to see some full titles and learn about past clients in broad terms. Think, we worked on a memoir for Athletic that became a New York Times bestseller. That's just a for instance or an example. At the very least, ensure the ghostwriter has written a minimum of 2 books for a major publisher. That way, you know you're considering a professional. For those who are willing to devote a little more time to vetting, read 1 or 2 of the ghostwriter's titles. Find out how you feel about the individual's work once you examine it closely. So that was review your ghostwriter's experience. The next would be expect a strategic introduction. So from the first phone call, the ghostwriter should take a strategic approach to your story. Ghosts who have experience will know what's been written on your topic, what works in your category, and what would inspire curiosity from your target audience. You should feel like your ghostwriter can help you refine your idea and its promise to make it more salable. So part of the ghost role is to identify what's relevant. The experiences you want to convey in your book are like a sprawling museum with artwork on every floor. Wow, these examples. Everything feels important. Your ghostwriter should be able to provide the focus and direction that will create a cohesive, compelling tour of your museum. That is, expect a strategic introduction. And also, when I'm speaking on some things, there are some for instance or for examples, just to kind of give you a quick example. The next is be open to getting vetted. Your ghostwriter may spend 6 months writing your book. Before making that commitment, he or she will want to vet you too. Good ghostwriters can be selective because they're in high demand. They won't work on your project unless it feels like a good fit, which is partially up to you to prove. Before your consultation, spend some additional time thinking about the purpose of your book. Be prepared to have a discussion about why the book is meaningful to you and what you hope to achieve. If you're speaking with the right ghostwriter, an alignment of purpose and values will become clear. So behind every good book is a mission your ghostwriter should be eager to sign up for. Again, that is be open to getting vetted. The next one is don't self-publish by default. Your ghostwriter or the ghostwriting company should help you make an informed decision about publishing traditionally versus self-publishing. Although publishing traditionally isn't viable for everyone, publishers reject approximately 96% of proposals. So expect to get advice on both options. Many ghostwriting companies are set up to help you self-publish because it's easier for them and it's a bigger investment. Self-publishing requires a full manuscript instead of the 40-page book proposal traditional publishers require. So you're paying for a lot more writing. Although self-publishing may still be the right option for you, make sure you understand the pros and cons of both routes before you commit. So definitely do your research between traditional publishing and self-publishing. Again, make sure that you weigh those pros and cons. That was don't self-publish by default. And number 5 being the last tip, include milestone reviews. Even if your ghostwriter feels like your creative soulmate, it's not a good idea to wait until the first full draft is complete before you review your book. So instead, make sure your contract stipulates that you'll be able to review the draft in milestones and terminate the relationship if necessary. The first review is generally the outline, but the second milestone should be your first chapter. You'll be able to tell from these early pages whether the ghostwriter has captured your voice. A framework that EO members often use when hiring is, does a hiring get it, want it, and have the capacity for it? So when you find a ghostwriter who's more than a writer, who responds like a strategic advisor, and who has the experience to back it up, you've just found the single most important person to help you bring your long-held vision to life. Okay? So I really, really, really hope that was very helpful. And I want you guys to, if you don't know what it is, figure out what vetting is. Go do the research for vetting. VETTING. So what EO stands for is Entrepreneurs Organization. Okay. So I just want to just kind of bring that to your attention. I'm winding down and wrapping it up. But again, for those that are looking for ghostwriters, do your due diligence, research. If you're looking for a ghostwriting company or ghostwriter individual, weigh the pros and cons. Do your research with traditional publishing versus self-publishing. Social media has a wealth of information, as well as, just go out there. I don't know if I'll ever write a book or even an ebook, but for those that are definitely interested, that is your passion, you want to follow it, you want to find out how, I encourage you, if you have a Facebook, if you're on Facebook, there's several Facebook groups for those who want to be authors or need to brush up. Technology, I mean, come on. There's a wealth of information. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you as always. The replay will be available shortly. Also, make sure that you go inside your self-care toolbox and use it every day. Work on yourself internally. Make sure to respect and love your own self internally. Make sure to take care of the crown of your head, which of course is the top of your head to the soles of your feet. I also welcome you to join my platforms. I am on Facebook, of course, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me under Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which you can go to and subscribe, hitting the thumbnail, also hitting the notification bell to stay updated. Let's share, let's support, let's be like-minded people to do that. Also, if you're interested in being a guest on my platform for January of 2019, let's start preparing and networking and getting to know to see if it's a good fit. I would love to have you reach out to me. With that being said, also include and remember to be appreciative and blessed and humble and grateful each and every day, as we are soon to come into 2019. With that being said, have a wonderful, awesome evening, sending out amazing, positive energy and vibes. Be good to yourself, guys. Namaste and Ashe.